managing partner with Levinson and Associates. With me today, I have Joseph Loughran, our marketing vice president, and then we have our special guest speaker, Michaela, from our lead company, which is a third-party lead vendor that we have been working on now. It's been about 3 or 4 months. So we're very, very excited about bringing this new lead program to the Levinson agents exclusively. So what we wanted to do today, this is the official rollout launch of our brand new live voice transfer lead. So exciting for Michaela, exciting for us, and hopefully exciting for all of the Levinson agents that are on this call as well. So what we're going to do is me and Joe, we're going to go over some resources. We have some lead scripts, training material, all built around our lead programs and selling over the phone in general. So we're going to touch on some of these great resources that are available to you today and at no charge. And then we're going to talk about all of our lead programs in a nutshell, including this brand new rollout. And then we'll introduce Michaela. She's going to dive into the lead program even further. And the goal is to make sure by the end of today's webinar that everyone is 100% comfortable with all of our lead programs that we offer. And of course, most important, that you're comfortable with the new live transfer lead program. Okay, so I suggest taking out a pen and paper, jotting down any questions, notes that might come up. This is brand new for us and all of our agents, of course. And if you're a GA and you have agents under you, even more important, jot down any notes on the program, because you're going to want to have your own webinar for your downline agents as well. Okay, so great stuff. You know, as we know, it's so important. I want to touch on this briefly. It's so important as a life insurance agent or agency. You know, opening the door and sharing your story has become more and more difficult, okay? With all of the latest technology out there, there's more competition than ever. So, you know, the first question we get asked is, what lead programs do you offer? It either comes with, you know, commissions are first and then leads are second, or leads are first and commissions second. But the point I'm trying to make is a good lead program in today's time is crucial to being successful in our industry. Even if you have a large book of business and you're just going back and converting or replacing or selling new business, you still need a good flow of new leads or prospects coming in all the time. So, you know, if you've been around a while, you know what's available out there, and you know, this insurance world and lead program world is full of these broken promises and these broken dreams. And you know, they say, oh yeah, you know, we're the best internet lead provider in the world, and we charge only $10 a lead, and they're exclusive. Well, next thing you know, you call the prospect and they were offered a free book or CD for signing up for this program. They're not even interested in life insurance. So you just wasted your money, and then your credit card gets dinged every week without you even giving consent, and then you have to fight this with your credit. It's a disaster, okay? So we feel that it's our job to go out and do our due diligence and try to bring to you the best lead programs that are available in today's marketplace. So I would say right now, we're probably about, I would say, we had probably 2 or 3 third-party companies that didn't pan out, and their leads either went downhill or they didn't fulfill their promises. So we immediately took them off of our iGenius platform, and we notified our agents. So fast forward to today, and we have our mortgage protection lead program. That is the best in the mortgage protection arena that I've ever seen in my 21 years in the business. And I think a lot of our agents will attest to that. And, you know, just to show you and to prove to you that that program is working, we are not a lead company or lead provider, okay? We're basically a servicing arm, and we are going to sell almost $1 million of leads for the mortgage protection mailer this year, okay? And we don't even sell or push or solicit the mortgage protection leads, we make them available to our agents, and it actually costs us money for our agents to participate. So kind of by accident, we're going to be at $1 million of lead sales for the mortgage protection mailer this year. That is unbelievable, okay? And that just goes to show you our agents are going into their own pockets and spending their hard-earned dollars on those leads, and obviously coming back for more, because just 2 years ago we were at about 200,000. Today we're gonna be at we'll end this year with $1 million. So that just goes to show you the program's working. We've had some $50,000-$60,000 cases from an $18 lead. So the program does work. Definitely look into that. We love this new program that you're going to hear about today. The main reason, they focus on final expense and term life in general. Okay, so now we feel that we have mortgage protection covered, term in general we have covered, final expense we have covered. So we feel that if you look at the life insurance wheel, we have every single corner covered with all of our various lead programs. And the reason why we absolutely love what you're about to hear in a few minutes from Michaela is because this is the first time that we offered a live transfer recorded lead. So there's no gray area. There's no complaints where you're saying, hey, I called this person and they weren't even interested in life insurance. Well, now everything is recorded and you don't get charged unless this person is interested in hearing more about life insurance. So very black and white, very simple. Again, I'm not going to steal her thunder. I'll let her dive into it, but just wanted to let everyone know my feelings on this and the reason why we're bringing this to the table for the Levinson agents. And also, last but not least, every Levinson agent that signs up gets a $200 credit, and that's exclusive for Levinson agents only. If you do it today, great. If you want to wait till next month, that's fine too. You will be eligible as an active Levinson agent for the $200 credit, which could be 5 to 7 free leads right off the bat. So great stuff there. Okay, moving forward, what we did is we put together a complete assortment of all of our lead resources, lead scripts, various lead programs. Everything has our seal of approval. On the right side, we have our top lead generating ideas. All of this is available under the marketing tab. It'll say lead programs, and we have a star next to it. Just hit that button and everything is at your fingertips, of course, at no charge. What I really suggest, especially to everyone on this call, because obviously if you're on this call, you're willing to put the time in and open the door for new prospects. So what I recommend, everyone write this down, we have a 3-part training series where we brought in Todd Ewing, who is the country's best D2C, that's direct to consumer, selling over the phone professional. The guy is brilliant. So we brought him in and paid him top dollar to put together this 3-part training series, and it's available for free for all Levinson active agents. If you are interested in that, let us know. We'll send that out to you, but it's worth every minute spent, I promise you, because the goal is with this program and even other programs these days is to become a professional when it comes to selling life insurance over the phone. You have to be able to move and pivot and go in different directions, be able to use a drop ticket or e-application, and basically get everything done over the phone, and the goal is to make sure that prospect is comfortable working with you. Okay, because the more widespread, okay, your web is that you cast, obviously the more leads you're going to touch and your lead cost will go down, which Michaela will explain to you. Okay, so again, just hover over the marketing tab. It'll say lead programs. That's where your world of lead opens up. Everything is right there at your fingertips. Okay, moving forward, the infamous mortgage protection mailer lead program, which I was talking about earlier. This is a no-brainer. It works. Again, everything is exclusive. Minimum order is 14 leads. They cost $18 per lead, and then you get 2 to 4 free leads with every batch ordered. this program works. Okay, check out our business Facebook page, the Levinson Facebook page, and you will see real testimonials from agents that say, hey, just want to thank you guys. You know, I spent $18 on a lead and I landed a $10,000 annual premium sale. We had someone just 3-4 weeks ago write a $60,000 case in North Florida. So the program works. Now, it's not for everybody. You have to put your time in and follow up. But the program works, and this has our official stamp of approval. We're going on year number 4 now, and we'll be at $1 million by the end of this year. That'll probably double in 2018. So obviously something is working there. Okay, and what we did, we're so sure about the mortgage protection mailer. We do a lead reimbursement program. So every lead that you sell, we will reimburse you for the cost of that lead. Okay, and on the average, 2 to 3 leads are being sold out of every batch of 14. And then, of course, we write you a check for those 3 leads or 2 leads that you sell. Okay, all you do is send us an email, you put in the policy info, we mail you a check. That simple. Okay, Joe's going to talk a little more about all of the agent lead resources that, you know, if you're participating in this program or not, maybe you have your own lead program that you want to keep using. That's okay too, but I definitely advise that you use some of these resources. We put a lot of time and man hours putting this together. Please take advantage. Joe?
Yeah, thanks, Bill. Looking at on this screen are just a couple of our lead resources. We've got some FAQs for the mortgage lead program, and then in the middle you'll see we have a full script for term and final expense sales. This has been put together, you know, using various agent feedback from different lead programs, so it's a great resource to have. Then on the far right you'll see the ultimate cross-selling close, so another script on cross-selling, whether you've written a DI policy or a life policy or final expense, even long-term care annuities. You can use those scripts to actually help guide you through that cross-sell process. Another great resource, which will be on the next slide here, is actually a 3-part telesales training webinar. We actually brought in a third-party consultant, Todd Ewing, who is known in the industry for actually really helping agencies that specifically focus on telesales where they're not seeing the client face-to-face. That 3-part series is available. Just reach out to the marketing team. We will email you those YouTube links where you can actually watch the different 3-part series on actually developing those skills to sell exclusively over the phone. One great tool that we'll also send out at the end of today's call is this piece here you're looking at on this screen called the 7 Habits to Telesales Mastery, which really focuses on creating rapport with clients and actually getting through that telesale to actually closing the policy. So some great resources. Again, we will be emailing every single one of these PDFs out at the end of today's call. I do want to mention on CarrieLevinson.com, we are constantly updating the website. Some of the great products that agents are selling exclusively over the phone are actually available right underneath the product tab. You'll see it's highlighted in blue. It says simplified issues / non-med plan. So although we have a lot of great fully underwritten options, a lot of agents tend to go towards the simplified issue products, especially now that we have products that will allow your clients to go through, get a policy even up to $1 million of coverage and still waive that pyramid exam. So you can find all those resources right on the website. Of course, in the email you received this afternoon, every one of these resources that we're mentioning will be included with a direct link so you can access them directly from that email. So all those resources are available at your fingertips, really help the entire lead process from start to finish.
Okay, so love what you're hearing today. You want to sign up, get more information. Again, go to that marketing tab on our website, and you'll see lead programs with a star next to it. And there'll be a drop down. It'll say live transfer lead program. As you can follow that arrow to the right, you'll see that little box pop up. That's where you will put in your information. We will grant you access, and you'll get your $200 in free lead credit. Okay, so the rules are you do have to be active with Levinson. And if you're not, just let us know. We'll get you up and running. We'll pick a carrier that makes sense. Obviously, your commissions will be top-notch. And then you'll hear from our lead provider, and you'll be all set up and ready to go. It's that simple. And, you know, I do want to mention this before I introduce Michaela, is, you know, the reason why this company is unique, okay, and as we know, we get tons of emails and mailers on this lead program and that lead program, and we're the best and they're the best. And this company is unique, and the main reason why, okay, and we have looked into them inside and out, and the reason why we're putting our stamp of approval on this particular company. Now, they were basically exclusive to one life insurance carrier and call center, okay, for years and years. And they were very, very successful and helped this call center slash carrier grow to an unbelievable level that I was very impressed with. And just recently, they opened the doors now and are now able to work with Levinson and Associates and our agents. So we jumped on the opportunity, and I think everybody will agree that this is an awesome opportunity for us, for you, for all of our carriers. It's a win-win all the way around. So very excited about this. Without further ado, I want to introduce Michaela with our brand new live transfer lead program. Thank you.
Thanks, Bill. Okay, so Datalot is a marketing company and a technology company, and we focus on mobile customer acquisition. So we were founded in 2009. We are the leader in the call marketplace. So we have live call transfers on demand. Everybody's kind of used to sticking and calling every person you speak to a lead, but actually these people are initiating this process themselves, and it is a live phone call. So we provide live calls. Our biggest verticals are within the insurance industry. That would include life, auto, home, health, and commercial. And in 2016, we did about $60 million in revenue. Our headquarters are in Brooklyn, New York, and I am located in our call center down in Boca Raton, Florida. So we have a live human call center that is going to answer every single phone call and basically vet that customer before you're speaking to them live. So it's not just somebody calling from an ad and directly reaching your office. They're actually going to speak to someone in our office first. So on average, 40 million calls are driven by mobile ads every month. If you were to do a search for any type of insurance, you're going to be faced with some options of whether to fill out a form online or just call directly into a phone number. So being that, we have an inbound call process. So as the agent, you're able to set up your target call criteria. You're able to then at that point be active for calls. And as we're generating the customer inquiries from them looking this up on their own, we're going to have a live person screen and qualify the calls. So at that point, if everything fits your criteria, you're going to receive a warm handoff from one of our reps who will actually introduce the customer briefly and then kind of conference that call all together. So now this is kind of just an example of what that looks like when someone goes online and they're starting to fill out their information to get a quote. This would be them picking their area. This is an example of an auto insurance form, but it's very similar. You're just going to be asked some questions up front, and then we're going to verify them verbally on the phone. So clicking through there, they're going to go ahead and then submit here, that they do want a phone call. They're giving us that ability to call out on them. If they're calling us, we don't need them to agree to any sort of terms. Now moving forward, mobile calls versus leads. So we don't cold call lists to generate transfers. Customers actually call us using the click-to-call function on their smartphone. And then if they do fill out a form online, we call them upon their request. Calls versus leads, they can reduce the marketing COA and then significantly reduce the operational COA. The overall marketing risk is lowered. You're going to speak to someone every single time you answer the phone, whereas when you get a list of leads, you can be dialing out on people that you never speak to, or like Bill referenced before, who aren't even interested in talking. So that would eliminate that, and those are some of the biggest hurdles that people find when closing leads, is actually reaching the customer in the first place. So that's completely wiped out. And the calls are actually exclusive, so they're not redialed after the transfer. They're not sold to somebody else. They are exclusive to your office. If they contact us in any way, shape, or form after your call, it is directly routed to your office as if they called you directly. So to kind of keep that exclusivity, that customer is kind of tagged to your account. So moving on, the dashboard that we have for you is basically a cloud-based system that allows you to control your calls. So a call status right here, active, is going to let us know if you're available or not to receive calls. Where the number 2 is, you can just see that the live calls and recent call history is recorded, and they're stored for 5 years. So this is very transparent for you guys in your office to listen to calls, to go back and kind of get any misinformation there might have been. There's transparency there for us as well, because if someone does get transferred to you who says, hey, I'm actually really not interested in this, I don't know why we're on the phone, and then they hang up with you, mistakes happen. Maybe they yesed our person to death and they changed their mind in the meantime. You don't pay for that phone call because we validate that the person was not interested by the call recording. So it kind of works on both ends for transparency. Now on this page, you're able to custom control your campaign. So you're turning this on and off when you're available. You have a concurrency cap there that would let us know how many calls you can take at one time. So if you have a staff of 1, we can send you 1 call at a time. If you have an office with 10 people, we can send you up to 10 phone calls at a time, and that's going to be able to be controlled on your end. So you also will be able to select the ideal consumer that you're interested in speaking to. So like where they're located, if they're looking for term or final expense, what age they are, if they're a smoker or not, if they're healthy, and so on. So that's customizable to you based on what we have to offer. And then again, on this page, you're able to limit your schedule and call cap per hour or for the entire day. If you don't know, just simply on and off when you'd want calls. You can preset that schedule and let us know, hey, I don't want more than 10 calls today. And at that point, when you have paid for 10 calls, we will automatically shut you down and you'll be able to resume the following day. So that is all in the agent's control. And some extra features, just to go over them again, the calls are real time, they are exclusive, so they're not sent to anyone else. They are consumer initiated. Every call comes with a warm handoff. You're able to control the volume of calls that you're willing to receive with your settings. Every single call that you are getting is qualified by a US-based phone rep. You can pause the calls when you're unavailable. You can change the phone number we're sending calls to if that happens to change from a cell phone to an office line to a home phone, depending on your situation. You'll have access to call recordings, the filters. You'll have access to mobile click-to-calls. You'll have access for call credits, a dedicated service rep who will work with you day to day to help optimize your account if necessary. Again, the cloud-based dashboard is a huge feature that you're able to use on demand. We have a mobile app that you can access from any smartphone. We can do carrier integrations as far as any data that you need patched over to a CRM to keep track of moving forward. And then our dashboard shows customer details. So if you don't have any sort of integration, you can just use our dashboard to see some information. And then this is just a quick example of the mobile app. You're able to adjust your hours that you're available, the phone number we're sending calls to, and so on, just simply from your phone if it's easier that way or if you're on the go. And so for signing up with Levinson, you are eligible for a special $200 sign-on bonus, but to be eligible for that, you're just going to want to make sure to contact them directly, and then they're going to give further instructions on how to reach out to your dedicated service rep. Bill?
Okay, great stuff, Michaela. So I know that was a quick 100-foot overview, but we wanted everyone just to have an idea of how the program works. Once you're signed up, of course, any other questions or getting set up or logging in the system, everything will be answered. You'll be 100% comfortable with every detail. So I hope everyone is now excited because we haven't seen anything like this in our years since 1972. We've been doing the same thing, and this is a first for us. So I hope everyone else is excited. And, you know, I will say this is also a co-op program where it costs us hard-earned dollars, okay, for everyone to participate. But obviously, you'll have to pay most of the co-op fee for these leads. And, you know, my suggestion is, and we know, you know, you have a lot of bills and overhead and, you know, everything else you do for marketing or seminars or mailers. But I will say, okay, what I suggest is try out, you know, your first batch or even two and see how it works for you. In my opinion, the program works. I've spoken to 3 to 4 of our existing agents right now that are set up and off and running in a pilot phase, and the program is working. We would never put our stamp of approval on this if we didn't believe in it. But again, it's not for everybody, okay? Obviously, you have to be available to speak on your times that you log in, and it still, you know, has to do with follow-up. You know, bottom line is, I don't care what kind of lead it is or where it comes from, it still takes, you know, 5 to 11 times to make a final sale. So that's consistency, persistency, and time, okay? So just obviously, we want you to know what you're getting into and make sure all of the cards are on the table. That was our goal with today's call. I'm going to mention just a couple other things, and then we will end the call. We're also going to send out an email to all participants. We'll give you some more information on the program. We'll give you some neat brochures and other facts all about this new live transfer lead program, again, so you are comfortable, which is our goal. Okay, now, another great way to prospect, obviously, use the mortgage protection leads, use these live voice transfers. They're all great and they're huge. I mean, especially if you have a few extra bucks, maybe you just got a nice commission on a case, you know, invest half of that money back into a good lead program. If it's one of ours or it's your own lead program that you know, that's fine too, okay? But you do need something to fill the pipe day in and day out. And this other great way, it's free for all Levinson agents, is the Agency Automator CRM tool. On the left side, that's where you have all your existing clients and prospects. And again, as soon as you have one of these leads, okay, it could be from the voice transfer or it could be from mortgage protection mailer, you're going to take their information and dump them into your Agency Automator CRM tool. So now they're going to get dripped on every week or every month, and if they don't buy today, they might be ready 6 months from now or a year and a half from now, but you want them to remember you, your face, your logo, your company, okay? Because it happens all the time. Remember, the official LIMRA statistic is on the average, follow-up calls or emails or let's say touches, a final sale is not made until number 5 through 12, okay, as far as follow-ups. And that could be anything from email to phone calls. So you need a system to keep your name in front of these prospects. So Agency Automator, left side, all of your day-to-day contacts. On your right side, that's where you're going to go. You're going to enter in whatever criteria you want, and you'll get access to 1,000 new prospects every month to send out a mail or two, an email, to have your assistant call them, all the above, whatever you want to do with that data, it's up to you. But that's an easy, free way to get 1,000 prospects every month above and beyond whatever lead program or book of business that you're working. So very important, Agency Automator. Joe is going to show you how to send and track your own email campaigns. And again, this is for all of your prospects, leads, existing clients, book of business. Call it whatever you want. But what you need to think about is you want to build this pool of contacts that you're going to drip on every week, every month. And when the need comes up for life insurance, long-term care, annuities, they remember Bill Levinson, the local life insurance annuity agent. That's the whole name of the game. Joe's going to show you how this is done and talk about our upcoming agent training events to make sure that you're in the loop every step of the way. Joe?
Yeah, thanks, Bill. So what's really great about Agency Automator is you can actually select ready to send messages. You can build your own custom emails. We also have automated campaigns with different dates or action triggers. So it really is kind of in a league of its own when it comes to automating your email marketing. Most email marketing systems are kind of once and done, which means every time you want to send an email, you have to sit down at the computer, go into the platform, and actually send it out. With Agency Automator, you can set up automated emails for conversion deadlines, for policy anniversary, for birthdays, and you can choose from actually over 1,000 different email templates. We do add templates weekly. You should be receiving our emails every Friday, which talk about new templates, new sales strategies and campaigns based on different products and different ways to interact with your clients. What's so great about Automator is not only can you email really at the click of a button and set up all the automated triggers, up to 5 different automated triggers for each time you send an email, it will actually tell you who opens the email, when they click on it, if somebody requested more information, so you can go in and actually see the tracking, pull down the client's contact number, all their information, including their email, so you can follow up with them and make sure that you're turning that warm lead into a sale. So everything is at your fingertips. This is really a revolutionary program that we built from the ground up, and it's taken us about 1.5 years, 2 years to do that. So it is available and ready for use, one of the best programs, like Bill said, in the industry for helping increase your sales. Also, Bill mentioned some upcoming training events. I want to touch on that briefly. Agency Automator, the platform we just spoke about, every Tuesday and Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern. We have live trainings with the actual developer of this program. So you can join in the call just like you are today, but you can ask questions. You can actually dial in and speak to the developer and really get those questions answered, put together a customized plan for you to start using Automator and really jump in. Just beneath that, Agency Automator Plus is the exact same thing as Agency Automator, but it's designed for general agents and MGAs that have a downline or are building a downline of agents to work underneath them. Instead of marketing to millions of prospects and clients, you're actually marketing to over 400,000 active writing agents. So you can use that program. We upload those templates to actually help you recruit downline agents. That training every Monday and Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern. On the bottom there, American National, which is one of our go-to simplified issue carriers, especially if the client's looking for living benefits at no cost. They have a brand new accelerated underwriting program up to $1 million of coverage on 8/17, which is Thursday. We're going to be diving into that platform, going through what clients are going to be qualifying for the program and how you can actually start to market that using Agency Automator. That's at 2 p.m. Eastern. So you can register right from the homepage, or you can also go to YouTube, type in Levinson, and you'll see all of our videos that we've had in the past. So again, CarrieLevinson.com to register for those webinars, or just type in YouTube and type in Levinson and Associates to access everything.
Okay, great stuff, Joe. All right, we're just about done here. Second to last slide. I do want to mention one thing now. With today's technology, and I don't care how old you are, what gender you are, you just have to be in the right mindset, willing to step outside your box a little bit. You could literally be on vacation, have your smartphone. Let's say you're using our new lead program. You can log in from your iPhone, let's say, okay, and it also works with Android-powered phones. You can log in, say, I'm going to work today from 1 to 5. You can have these incoming leads, sell over the phone. You can pull up the Levinson app, run quotes, sign up that person that came from, let's say, the lead program, sign them up with a drop ticket, all right from your cell phone. Okay, you could be on the go hiking in California mountains or on a subway in the city and literally selling a policy over the phone through one of your leads. And all of the technology is there for you. What I suggest is try it one time. I think when you see how easy this is, you will love this ease and program. It is awesome. We're the only IMO to have a fully interactive app that works just like what you're looking at in front of you in the palm of her hand. Okay, so take advantage. It's free. It's a free download for all Levinson agents, but you have some really cool technology in place. And my suggestion is, if you've never used it before, just try it one time. See what you think. It's going to make your life so much easier, okay, when running quotes, running an underwriting assessment, pulling in leads, anything, okay, all available at your fingertips. So we're going to end with this. I hope that everyone walked away with a little something, if anything. Even if you don't want to spend a penny, you want to take advantage of our lead program resources, that's fine too. Okay, as long as you're out there selling and you are fulfilled and happy, that's the goal. Everybody wins. So we're not trying to sell you anything here at Levinson. The name of the game is to be able to get your foot in the door, share your story, and make sales. That's it. Okay, and I'm going to end with this. So, you know, you're looking at all these great lead programs and great lead resources, and number one, even more important than whatever education you have or how well you know the insurance industry, that's all great. Okay, but I'll use a quick example. You know, if I'm, let's say, Bill Levinson, the life insurance agent, and then we also have Bob Smith on the phone, who's also a life insurance agent. If Bob is a CLU, CHFC, he's been around for 32 years, but Bob sounds like he's half dead on the phone, and the energy is just not there. He's kind of a little negative. You know, he might know the industry, but you just don't want to deal with somebody like that. You don't want to buy anything from someone like that, even if they know every single thing about life insurance. Okay, me, let's say Bill Levinson called me, okay, and maybe I know half as much as Bob, but I have the right state of mind. I'm positive. You feel the energy. I'm a doer. I'm a go-getter. I make things happen. You being the client, you're going to want to work with a Bill versus a Bob. Okay, it's going to happen every time for you. You're going to get these sales. I promise you. So the point is, yes, know the industry. Know enough to be dangerous. Okay, but number one, make sure you're in the right mindset. Make sure you're hustling day in and day out. I don't care what's going on in your personal life. Make sure when you walk in your third bedroom office or your real brick and mortar office, whatever the case is, that you're in the right place, the right state of mind, because people feed off that. It could be through the phone or in person. People feel that energy, I promise you. So we'll end with this. Your talent, dreams, and education mean nothing without the hustle. Let's all go out and make things happen. Have a great week, a great weekend, and good selling. Take care.